Hey, Mark Rodriguez here, and you're watching the review Sanctum, where everything and anything may be reviewed. And today we're talking about Dragon Ball Super, the movie, Broly. Because yes, we actually went to see it. It's super awesome. It was worth driving through a blizzard to go see. It wasn't so bad going there, but coming back, there was a bit of a whiteout where you could only see like about maybe 6 or 7 inches in front of you with all the snow and stuff. But Tornado Ranger was behind the wheel. We took it kind of slow. Once we got to the main highway, we were okay, and obviously we got back home safe and sound. I'm here talking to you right now, so obviously we made it back home. Now, as for the movie itself, the reason why it was so awesome, the reason why we went through a blizzard to check it out, despite the fact that it was a Dragon Ball movie, because honestly, any kind of Dragon Ball movie would have been awesome, but the fact that Broly was in it was what made everyone go crazy. Now, the original Dragon Ball Z movies were not actual canon to the actual Dragon Ball Z series, despite people having their, their fan fiction, their personal headcanon, whatever, whatever they want to do. But, yeah, those movies never really fit into the Dragon Ball Z series, except for the Garlic Jr. saga, which still didn't fit. There were way too many plot holes that I'm not going to explain today. But, that explains why Dragon Ball Z just carries on, and Dragon Ball Super as well. And you never see Goku and them talk about that one time they fought against Cooler, or Lord Slug, or Bojack, or whoever else. Like that stuff never happened in terms of the actual series. So, of all those movies, Broly was the favorite character. He's so awesome. He's a legendary Super Saiyan. He's super powerful and muscular and, like so strong and all that shit. And, he actually appeared in 3 movies, even though we don't talk much about the 3rd one. But yeah, he was a very popular character. And now, to bring him into actual canon, because this movie takes place right after Dragon Ball Super, and the manga that continues like past Dragon Ball Super is already referencing that this movie took place. So yes, they're actually putting Broly into actual canon. So as for the movie itself, I'm going to kind of go briefly here and there, but the movie does kind of combine a lot of, I guess, Saiyan history we've seen in previous movies, like the Bardock movie, and a bit of the Broly movie itself, and some manga chapters been released here and there before Dragon Ball Super came out. So the movie starts out with King Cold announcing to like the Saiyans and I guess other people that he's stepping down. He's retired now, and his son Frieza is going to be the new guy in charge, but he's a lot more merciless and more tempered, and like right off the bat he's already calling the Saiyans monkeys, so he's already like disrespecting them. I assume Cole didn't respect them either, but Frieza just makes it like that much more obvious. And yeah, it's kind of cool. You see the Ginyu Force, you see the Dorian Sarban there, and it also explains why in the main series Frieza was the guy we were dealing with the most and not so much King Cold. King Cold has already stepped down from his empire. And yeah, so we also see that Baby Broly is like more powerful than Baby Vegeta. Like his power level is unstable, but at times it does go higher than Vegeta's. And King Vegeta wants his son to be the most powerful Saiyan ever and to one day kill Frieza. And he doesn't want that trash there. And also he doesn't want to admit that some other low-level Saiyan is going to be stronger than his son, the Prince, So they grab Baby Broly and ship him off to space to some planet where, some planet where he'll easily die. It's like inhospitable and everything. And his father Paragus steals the spaceship with a random Saiyan, and they both go there to rescue him, and they find Baby Broly, and the ship gets destroyed or cracked or something, like the floater part gets cracked, so they're trapped there, there's no way out, and he's stuck on the planet with his son, and stuff like that. And meanwhile, of course, Frieza blows up Planet Vegeta. We deal a bit with Bardock having a bad feeling about it. We finally see Goku's mom, Gine, and, Bardock and Gine shipped Goku or, baby Kakarot off to Earth because Earth has, low-level stuff, and hopefully they'll go back for him someday. But, of course, Frieza blows up Planet Vegeta, and as he blows it up, we also see a bit of Nappa, Vegeta, and Raditz when they're younger, and they discover that it got blown up. Of course, they get lied to that a random, meteor blew it up or something, And, yeah, so now after Dragon Ball Super ended, spoiler alert if you guys haven't seen like Dragon Ball Super, like the real version. If you're just stuck watching the dub, you haven't gotten that far yet. But if you watched the original version of Dragon Ball Super, you know that Frieza got revived at the end of the Tournament of Power, and he's trying to rebuild his empire again. So now he's sending out people, members of the Frieza Force, to find other people with worthy power levels to recruit. And this girl named Chirai and this other guy with her, they go to the planet. They actually find Bardock and Brawly, and are impressed by their power levels, and they take them back to Frieza. And of course, Frieza lies to them again about, oh, I'm sure you guys are aware that a meteor unfortunately destroyed planet Vegeta and whatever. So they don't really care about that. All Paragus wants is revenge on King Vegeta, and even though King Vegeta is already dead, his son still lives. So they're gonna go to Earth and get revenge on Vegeta himself. So Frieza wants basically Paragus and Brawly to go fight them. And meanwhile on Earth, Goku's like, you know, training more. He got excited after the Tournament of Power. He wants to fight more strong characters and blah, 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 blah. And basically speaking, some, I guess, low-level Frieza henchmen stole the Dragon Balls from Bulma's house. And, you know, they were low level, so that Goku and Vegeta wouldn't track them right away. The last Dragon Ball is on Frozen Continent. So they gotta go there, there's ice over there, and that's where Frieza and them arrive. So once Goku and Vegeta go there, that's when they finally get to fight against Brawly. And of course it's a big epic battle, and Brawly is so powerful that even in his normal form, he can still beat the crap out of Vegeta when he's a Super Saiyan. He can still stand up to him when he turns into a Super Saiyan God. So yes, we finally get to see Vegeta become a Super Saiyan God. And later he turns, Brawly turns Super Saiyan, so he becomes a challenge for Goku and Vegeta when they're Super Saiyan Blue. And of course we eventually lead to Goku and Vegeta fusing to become Gogeta. So yes, Gogeta is also canon now. And not only that, but he's Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. So that's super awesome. That's an epic fight. And I am not going to spoil how the fight ends. It's just super cool. All I can say is a very unexpected ending to it. And like, a lot of unexpected stuff happened to Brawly, to Frieza, and all that stuff that was not really seen coming, but it was pretty cool, and I just can't wait to see how the story goes from there, is what I'm going to leave it at. And as for the movie itself, it's pretty cool. Brawly, of course, had a lot more character development here. I wouldn't say he's a deep character, but they go more into his, like, the story of why he is, how he is. And like in the original series, Brawly was just evil and insane because he was evil and insane. As a kid, it was just evil and out of control. Like his whole motivation was, as a baby, him and Goku were like, neighbors in the nursery, and Goku's crying would keep him up or bother him or whatever, I don't know. And whenever years later, because the original Brawly movie took place, I believe, during the 10 days before the Cell game, so it took place during the Cell saga. When Brawly saw Goku, and not to confuse people, like I said, the movies don't take place during the show, but the movies take place roughly around the time they were released. So we were in the Cell Saga during that time. But anyways, Brawly sees Goku's an adult and recognizes him and flips out and Kakarot, and it's like he would talk a little bit during the movie, but the moment he saw Goku, his entire vocabulary became Kakarot and screaming and whatever. And when he came back in the sequel, like, his entire vocabulary was literally just Kakarot throughout the whole movie, and it was just insane. And in the second movie, he recognized Goten crying as Goku crying. Like, how do you remember that stuff as a baby? I have zero memory of who the hell was my neighbor when I was a baby in the nursery waiting to be picked up by mom and dad. I mean, I'm not going to randomly run into whoever it was and as an adult and be like, holy shit, you were that person that was next to me. I'm not going to remember that shit. That's just insane. I don't know. So, it was just dumb. And again, he was crazy, he was insane, he was mentally damaged, whatever. And I don't know. Well, I guess it made sense. In the movie, they stabbed him as a baby, and he somehow survived. That could have fucked him up. But here it makes more sense. Here, he was with his father on this alien planet. The only other person he could talk to, like, communicate with, was his actual dad. And his dad was basically using him as a tool, like a weapon. He wanted to train him, be more powerful, get revenge on King Vegeta someday, and that stuff. So he didn't really treat him that well. But the thing is, they're all Saiyans. The Saiyans, I don't think they're good fathers anyway, but still, he grew up on the planet, and like his only friend was this giant monster animal thing and everything. And so the movie like kind of goes into Broly, you know, being, how should I say, like he has to learn how to act in regular society. And there's scenes between him and him and Chirai, teaching him how to eat like regular food that's not, you know, animal limbs or whatever, like actual normal food, and how to conduct himself, how to use manners, how to talk to people, and stuff like that. So we get to see more of Broly as a character and understand where he's coming from, understand his circumstances, and not just, girl, I'm crazy. And then when the fight starts, I mean, the whole fighting was because you get revenge on King Vegeta for them being stuck on the planet for so long. So Paragus sends Broly out to fight, and of course as he fights, he gets crazier and crazier because he's never fought anyone this powerful before. So the more Goku and Vegeta start transforming left and right, the crazier Broly gets, the stronger he gets, the more he like adapts to them and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, there's a lot of good scenes in the movie, a lot of callbacks, a lot of flashbacks and stuff throughout the show. My favorite parts were possibly when they went to Fuse, Goku and Vegeta basically teleported away to where Piccolo is to get some breathing room and everything. And when that happened, they kind of tricked Broly into fighting Frieza. And of course, by this stage, Broly was just insane. He's just gonna fight whoever's in his path. So he basically beating the crap out of Frieza. Even as Golden Frieza, he can't stop him. So when Goku and Vegeta practice the fusion, they mess up the first time. They become like the fat version of Gogeta, and Frieza's getting his ass beat for half an hour because, you know, the fusion takes half an hour to wear off. So they try again and they mess up again, and he becomes like the skinnier, bonier version of Gogeta, and they got away another half hour. So Golden Frieza's getting beat up. So basically speaking, Golden Frieza got his golden ass beat up for a whole hour until these guys turn into Gogeta and came back to continue the fight. So that was pretty funny. And another thing that was kind of funny was Frieza, you know, Actor of the Year. There was a part where they weren't sure if Broly has really reached his full potential, and Frieza remembers that, like, back in the Namek Saga, when he killed Krillin, that's what made Goku transform to Super Saiyan and go more, you know, get more powerful and whatever. So he kills Paragus, and then he lies. He's like, oh no, look, Broly, a random energy beam has killed your father. Oh my god, oh, the tragedy. Like such hammy acting from Frieza. And of course, seeing his father dead is what made Broly just snap and become the legendary Super Saiyan with the super bulky, muscular form that is still insanely fast despite the fact such a large character, you know. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The fighting was intense. It was super fast. There was a lot of zooming around and colors and lights and a whole bunch of shit. Like, you know, in Dragon Ball Z, the characters have to kind of learn to move their eyes fast enough to keep track of the fighting. I think like in this movie, you gotta train your eyes too, because the action does get super insane, but still super cool. It's gorgeously animated. They mix in a couple of, like, I guess some parts are CGI, like the Frieza spaceships and stuff are all CGI. The characters when they fight, well, the overall art style is kind of different. The characters are drawn in a kind of more smoother, more kind of rounder like style, as opposed to the more jagged edges the characters usually have. And like when they fight, like some of the fights that they're fighting, like they almost sort of become like CGI models, but it's so fast you can't really notice. But when I see like photos or pictures of the movie, like it took me a while to realize it was actual like pictures from the movie. I wasn't sure if they were actual pictures from the movie or fan art or from a game or whatever. And stuff like that, but no, it's from the movie, but it just flows so well, like you don't really notice it, you know, and it's just super insane, and there's all these transformations, all these different moves, all these different attacks. Gogeta uses that weird rainbow color energy ball using the Gogeta movie and everything, and it was just awesome. It was just awesome. The thing is, the original Broly movie had a lot of like backstory, not just the Broly's backstory, but also like this planet they were on. They were explaining like the story of the planet or whatever before we got to the fighting. Once the fighting like started, it was just one long curb stop. Like all he did was beat the crap out of Goku and everyone else like non-stop until the end where Goku killed him with one punch. But in this movie, there's a lot more back and forth. There's more transformations to work with. Because back then, all we had was Super Saiyan, to be honest. That's all we had. But now we have much more transformations, more techniques. The battle was back and forth. Like, you know, Super Saiyan Vegeta would have the upper hand, but then Broly would like adapt to it, and then Super Saiyan God Vegeta would get the upper hand again, but then Broly would adapt to it and become stronger and faster, and then Broly would transform. It was just crazy. It was just super insane. Lots of moves, lots of energy blasts, lots of zipping around, destroying mountains and icebergs and whatever. It was just crazy. It was just gorgeous. It was super awesome. It got you more invested. Again, the ending was just like, holy shit, they actually did that. It was just great. That's all I can say. It was a great movie. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball Super, and you're reading the Dragon Ball Super manga, it's super awesome. Like I said, the manga, like, I don't know what they're going to do with the show. If they're going to make like a new season of Dragon Ball Super or just call it Dragon Ball something else. But the manga is starting to continue past the Tournament of Power, and they already made references to having encountered Broly before. So they're working Broly in there. We gotta see how it goes. But as for right now, this movie is super awesome. I'm glad that I didn't wait until whenever it came out on Blu-ray or whatever. I'm glad I got the chance to see it in theaters. So, you know, thank you and shout out to Petroleum Ranger. But what can I say? The movie is super awesome. This is Sunday. I'm not sure because it's usually like a weekend. That's the thing. These movies are kind of like these limited days, limited theaters kind of deals. But if you guys can still see the movie, if you guys have not got your chance yet, go see it now. It's that awesome. If you're any kind of Dragon Ball Super fan, it is worth driving through a blizzard to check it out. I want a shirt that said, I survived the blizzard to see and have an image of Brawling, you know? But anyways, guys, it's Mark Rodriguez here. You're watching the Review Sanctum. We'll see you next time.